A new product is actually being worked on, and that project, your product is called, or it's probably still a project, Project Moneta, if I pronounce it correctly. So maybe you can explain what it is, and maybe you can also explain to me or us, the listeners, where the name is coming from, because it's not something that I had ever heard before.
So the name is from the Latin word that means actually, I think it's like has to do with you know the word monetary. It's like has to do with the money. Essentially, the thinking there is that the data is the new gold, right? That's an expression, or the new oil, as some analysts have called it. So it's that idea that led us to this to naming the project Moneta. And as you mentioned, this is still an R&D project. There is no product yet, and the way to think about it is this is the next generation of data infrastructure offerings. It's if you wish, the data services manager version, the next generation of it. The main focus for Project Moneta is to take the ideas that we just described with DSM and take them a step further. In fact, there are a few key value propositions that Moneta brings to the table. First, we expand on the existing self-service capabilities for developers that we discussed and give them the tools for even better programmatic integration with their development environments. And specifically, we're developing features that will allow integration with Moneta, with our data infrastructure, from within popular developer environments like GitLab. Right? So now provisioning of your databases and management of the database, or deletion or upgrades, whatever, those can all be done from within GitLab as part, not natively as part of the CI/CD pipelines of the development teams. The second big benefit that Moneta brings to the table is it's not a separate product. We elaborated earlier that Data Service Manager is a standalone software product that can run on any platform, even though, ideally on vSphere, but, doesn't have a strong dependency on vSphere as we discussed. Here with Moneta, we're talking about native integration with vSphere Plus and the cloud consumption interface that comes with it, as well as the cloud control plane. You may know that as Project Arctic. Now, with this, the customer doesn't have to worry about installing and managing yet another product. You get vSphere, vSphere Plus, and all these data infrastructure capabilities come off the shelf with the product. So all the lifecycle management, all the API is integrated. Both the developer-facing APIs are part of the cloud consumption interface of vSphere Plus. The IT interfaces are part of the vSphere APIs and UI, nicely integrated. And last, and probably the most important of all, is that we are focusing a services experience. Moneta is all about offering this data infrastructure as a service, database as a service, and in the future more other data capabilities as a managed service.